Hi everybody, my name is Kamar McLaren. Today I will be discussing how to create and sustain a successful business culture and why every up-and-coming organization as well as established organizations should be striving to have a positive business culture. I will begin by defining a business culture. What exactly is a business culture and what does it consist of? Next, I will go ahead and tell the viewers why having a business culture in today's society is extremely important and vital to the success of a company. I will also go into a little bit of the benefits of having a positive business culture and how this could affect your company in a positive way, as well as the downside. There are liabilities that come with having a negative business culture. And though I know not every organization is the same, some of them are new, a little more of them are aged, I will give about 6 steps that at least kind of tells you where to start to have a solid foundation so you can be on the road to a positive business culture as well. Culture. I know some people may be wondering this question, and I know when you think of culture, you don't usually connect that with the word business. But very much like your own culture, whether it's a society that you belong to, a sports team, an ethnicity group, a community, or anything of that nature, business culture is very similar to that in the sense that a business culture is an organization's expectations, experiences, philosophy, and values that hold it together. And this is expressed in its self image, inner workings, interactions with the outside world, and their future expectations. It is based on shared attitudes, beliefs, customs, and written and unwritten rules that have been developed over time and are considered valid. And though there are some rules that have not been written, the people of the company still believe in it. They still follow them because it helps to achieve the overall goal, which is the mission of the company. If everyone has been able to agree upon these rules, then it's kind of like the glue that holds this business culture together. Though it may be unspoken, everyone there is benefiting from it, whether it's a happier environment, whether it's more stockholders, or whether it's returning and loyal customers. A business culture is very successful in that. Now, I know when you think of culture, you don't usually connect the two words business and culture, but very much like your own culture, it's very similar in ways. Business culture is important because it is in direct correlation with the production and creativity of the organization. Your company culture, it defines the way your company interacts with one another, whether it's your management, staff, or even your employees, which in turn will flow to how you interact with those on the outside of your company, such as partners and suppliers. Now, business culture is important because it affects the organization's productivity and performance and provide guidelines on customer care and service, product quality and safety, attendance and punctuality, and concern for the overall environment, which in turn reflects on a good employee, which helps the overall goal of the company. Now, it also extends to production methods, so it can help you with marketing, advertising practices, and new product creation. And in today's time, things are constantly changing. People are newly becoming competitors. There's always some sort of innovation out there. So you want to keep an environment that helps employees cultivate new ideas. Organizational culture is unique for every organization and one of the hardest things to change as well as come across. So once you get it, it's definitely something you want to continue working on. You want to continue building up your business culture, continue innovating new ideas, continue interacting with one another in positive ways that will once again reflect how you react to those on the outside. Starbucks, Centus, Google, Apple, what do all these companies have in common? They have a positive business culture. Now, having a positive business culture is huge and important in any organization that you hope to become a part of. Let me give you a few benefits of how having a positive business culture can affect your company. Now, having a positive business culture will increase company productivity. It will also increase employee retention, which is wonderful in a world full of turnovers today. Having employee retention means you don't have to constantly train new people. You don't have to constantly get people on board with the mission, but keeping those that you already have, utilizing their skills, fixing their skills, it's definitely worth it. Having a positive business culture will help you to build relationships with stockholders in your community. So you'll build a lasting foundation impression with those stockholders, which in turn will reflect on your customers as well. And of course, it gives you a strong team spirit, having people behind you that fully believe in the mission, the company's mission, working towards that day in and day out to achieve those goals is something that having a positive business culture will help to produce. Now, if you look at the graph right there, it shows a quarterly report for Cintas Company. Now, Cintas Company has constantly been voted in Forbes magazine one of the best companies out there with one of the best business cultures today. It's a great place to work according to reviews, as well as they are constantly seeing positive results. They're rarely ever in the negative when it comes to their reports, and in turn, they really believe it is because they have been able to cultivate a positive business culture. So you see, having a positive business culture isn't just something you should think about having. It shouldn't be a probably, but definitely a must-have if you want an organization that will last, that will sustain through the times, evolution, and innovation. You would think that a lot more companies do have a positive business culture, but there are those companies out there who have had a business culture possibly strayed away from it, or possibly was maintaining a fake business culture, which in turn turned negative. Now, having a negative business culture will show in your profits. So you'll have less earnings. There will be a lack of intellectual property, a lack of customer loyalty, as well as a lack of integrity ethics, which usually costs some profits, relations, and employee stability. Now, the graph on your right, it's the graph of Toyota, one of the more popular automobile manufacturers in Japan, who is being utilized in America. Not too long ago, they had a fall. They had some cars recalled, an acceleration problem, things of that nature. And the owner had to give a speech. Things like this happened because they strayed away from their business culture. Their business culture was to become the number one auto manufacturer in America. And they became a little lazy, started taking shortcuts, started just cutting down where they should have been building up, where they should have been maintaining, where they should have been sustaining. And in the end, it cost them dearly. And now they have to rebuild their business culture. They have to rebuild all over again. Every step isn't going to be easy, and it's having a negative all business organizations have to follow the same routine. But I have found that putting in that hard doing some research and looking at will definitely show in the cultures out there that are positive, such as Starbucks and Cetas and things that they have been able to offer. I have come up with about 6 steps that if you not follow them so much but use them as a guideline, can help you to create your own positive business culture. One of the steps would be to define your legacy. Who are you? Who is your company? Give your company an identity that people can relate to, an identity that people want to be a part of. Hire smartly. Now, you cannot breed integrity, ethics. You cannot teach that, but those are things you can harness. And in turn, with the right skills, there are people who would be very helpful in the future. Listen to your employees. Don't just ask their opinion and throw it away the moment you walk away, but really listen to your employees and hear what they have to say. You never know where your next great idea can come from. Engage your employees, outings, quizzes, tests, surveys, things of that nature. Anything to let them know that their opinion matters is something that a lot more companies should work with, as well as reward and acknowledge. People enjoy being acknowledged for doing a good job, whether it's simply a pat on the back saying, hey, we've noticed the work you put in this month, whether it's a monetary value, anything of that nature. People enjoy rewards and acknowledgement. Last but not least, prepare your company to change. Now, change can be something as simple as getting a new computer, moving to a new location, but as long as you have a group of people who are always ready to change, who are always ready to innovate, who are always looking for more, and it's on the side of the organization's mission, you've built yourself a great team.